All right. Hey, everyone. Jeff Greenberg from the Motorcycle Expo here on another episode of our podcast. And I'm just back from Bike Week, so I'll be going back up, but went up to visit and shake hands and kiss babies and stuff like that. And today I have the privilege of having my good friend and partner, Alex Reyes from Broward Motorsports. Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me. Excited. You got a beautiful shop here.
Thank you very much. We try. Broward Motorsports, who has been a huge advocate for the Expo. And I came to see you pretty much as soon as I started planning this thing and said, what do you think? You thought it was a great idea. So I went ahead and executed it.
That you did.
And how did it go for you guys?
Well, when you initially presented the idea, I was like, wheels are turning. I like the idea. Anything to promote power sports, motorcycles, that's right up my wheelhouse. And so I was excited, giddy, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so we had a great event. We had so much traffic on the Saturday. And so we kind of shook hands, kissed babies.
So you did the same thing. Good.
We did the same thing.
Okay.
Sold bikes.
Good. That's the important part.
Yes.
Sold bikes.
So we loved it. We were looking forward to its growth and what you've kind of cemented as the foundation for something for the future.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm honored to do it. And again, very thankful to you and Joe and Sam for backing us. One of the things about Broward is, first of all, how many locations now?
It's important to say that Sam is, the CEO, operator of the largest power sports in the state of Florida. He has 8 locations.
8 locations.
And I'm privileged to be in the West Palm Beach location, which is volume and gross profit the largest. So something to be proud of.
It's a great store, and you have a huge selection of stuff in there. Sometimes it's mind-boggling what you have in there. So tell us about some of the brands that you carry out of that shop.
Yeah, big toy store.
Yeah.
We carry CF Moto, Suzuki, Can-Am, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki. We carry Scarab boats, Yamaha jet boats. We do jet skis. The list goes on. I've personally been there for about 13 years. The organization's been in business for over 22. Again, we're in the heart of West Palm Beach off of Congress and Okeechobee. So we spanned from Miami all the way up to Port Richey area. And I'm sure there's other stores on the horizon. So you'll have to ask Sam about that one.
Yeah, all being well. So that's good. And also you carry Slingshot. And that's actually how I came to meet you. So during the COVID years, things weren't great, but for businesses in general, and we came, my wife and I, to grab a Slingshot from you, and we ended up putting it on Turo, and we were renting it out, and it was great. It was a lot of fun, and then until we had a renter who just totaled it. So it was short-lived, but one of the things I love about Broward is everybody there is very friendly. Everybody there is very welcoming. You walk into the dealership, you're acknowledged right away, one way or another. And, everybody there is really friendly to help out. And it's not pressure tactics. It's not sale tactics. It's what can I do to help you? What are you looking for? How can I narrow down your search? I loved that about the store from the very get-go. So I was very happy to be a customer. And when I did decide that this is something I wanted to do, the show doesn't happen without Broward, in my opinion. So I was really happy when you guys said yes. And I was really happy that you guys did okay at the show. And, I'm going to build it bigger, better for you guys too. I'm doing this for you as much as I'm trying to do that for us. I walk into that showroom and I love everything about that show. I love the bikes in there are fantastic. You've got such a great selection. But while we're at it and we're talking, we've already talked about some of the brands. If anyone saw my live on the weekend, you saw we did a reveal. And it's because of Alex and Steve at CF Moto that the Motorcycle Expo has its own motorcycle, which is usually here in the shop, but it's not. It's in the trailer right now. But we had a CF Moto 675 SS, and we fully wrapped it to match the Motorcycle Expo logo and stuff. So thank you for helping us with that. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
And,
Our pleasure.
we have Broward Motorsports plastered everywhere certainly on our trailers, again, because I'm a big fan. So thank you. Thank you for all you've done for us, the Expo. So, I want to make sure I express how appreciative I am. So, no, thank you. Okay. So, 22 years full. And how long have you been with?
So I kicked off my career with Broward in 2013, December. I was in the automotive space, financial services prior to that. And it's kind of funny how the partnership began with myself and Broward. Literally, it was a couple days before Christmas, and the staff was outside playing baseball with a softball, and I was working across the street, and my buddy was a finance manager, and I said, I want to work somewhere like that. Walked over, 13 years later, selling fun and selling toys. Power sports, for me, I didn't start as a youth in motocross, bikes, jet skis. It was athletics. And so I found that athletics and power sports are very similar. They're very similar, competitive, and energy, and people are together. And so it was a perfect marriage, so to speak, for myself and my career with Broward Motorsports.
Now, did you start with them in the sales department right away, or?
So I kicked off in the sales department. You might as well have called me a sales janitor. Cleaning bikes, prepping if I needed to, anything the staff needed, anything the team needed. And so that family type culture, team culture starts from the top. So I got to give that to Sam. He's got an amazing organization, and that kind of grew that culture. And so I went from sales to internet sales, assistant finance manager, into a finance manager role for several years. And then most recently took over sales management, so kind of oversee the finance and sales department. And I've got a bunch of following, a lot of customers in the area, Florida in total. And so to partner with Motorcycle Expo and grow that community was such a privilege.
Thank you. So I guess when I first came to see you, though, you were finance, because you took us to the finance part. But yeah, now like a sales manager, and you have you have a great guy, Joe. Like, that guy is a solid dude. You and him very much tell it like it is. No fluff, no guff. Like it or not. But I love that. I love when if I'm coming, for whatever reason, if I'm coming across someone I'm speaking to, like some people are like, no, you guys are, you'll tell it like it is. I'm not sure if I'm getting the point across properly, but you guys tell it like it is, and you're honest about it, and that's what I appreciate.
Well, this industry is so small, and I say small and big at the same time, but small as far as like, it's the same people upgrading bikes, and you're not riding a bike by yourself. You generally are riding with a nice group. And
right.
So if you beat around the bush and you're not, honest and upfront and have integrity with how you do business, the word gets out to the street.
Yeah.
And so
very quickly,
me and Joe have a good personalities, because he's more technical. I'm more your marketer, get in front of people and make relationships. And we come back and circle back, and what we've done over the last couple of years is pretty special.
And now I see you're doing a lot more of lives and stuff like that too, going through the showroom. So you have a massive showroom there. So again, you have when you first walk in right now, you have all the bikes. And I think come summertime, you switch it around.
We do. Seasonally, we'll move out the jet skis out front.
Right.
We'll move in the bikes, during bike season. And
yeah. So right now the bikes are up front, and then you go into the back there. Now so you have everything. I mean, you have all the gear, you have helmets, you have all the accessories, You have a beautiful parts department. I mean, if you haven't checked out this store, you got to go check it out. It's it's a great store. I mean, it's Candyland for a guy like me. Sorry, my wife, she's got that. Great.
Hey, we get her bike too.
Yeah, I know, right? So, and then you got the whole back and you got the watercraft. What's your favorite part of all of it?
So we've got a 4-acre facility. Part of the section has, service bikes and service boats. Internally, it's about 60,000 square feet, give or take. My favorite part of the showroom, there's no favorite, it's the whole thing. I mean, who am I kidding?
You can't pick one. Okay,
I can't pick one.
All right. What about your favorite bike? Because I mean, you have so Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawi, the CF motos, but when you walk in and you see that amazing selection, what's your favorite bike?
Favorite bike? That's such a tough question to pick. It's going to be the Honda Goldwing.
Yeah.
People are probably going to say, you're so young. Why do you like the Honda Goldwing? The Honda Goldwing is just such a special bike. It's so iconic. That horizontally opposed 6-cylinder,
Right.
Most people don't know that's like what's in a Civic.
Right.
So yeah, like an automotive motor in a motorcycle, it's like so much power there at your throttle. And it's like, whether you're riding 2 up or it's a one person riding the bike, it's a Cadillac basically.
Yeah, it's a Cadillac.
It's responsive. It's easy to move around. It's got reverse if you need it.
I love that. I love the reverse.
It's game changing. It has been for, over many, many decades. So I know it's probably a curveball. I do like the Fireblade, but most iconic bike with the tech and just the way it looks and what it stands for it's got to be the Honda Goldwing.
Listen, I don't think there's a bad choice. I totally get it. And it's funny because the more people I talk to lately, a lot of people are like, I really want a Goldwing. I'm like, what? So I love the Goldwing. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my kind of bike. But I just for the fact that you can reverse that thing, it was pretty special.
Can I give you a number 2?
Sure.
So I'm in between my scooter that's a Ruckus.
Okay.
And the Honda Monkey, because I like the monkey around.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
As soon as the monkey hit the showroom, it was literally right across my office. I said, I got to get that. So I love the Honda Monkey.
Yeah.
Because it's just nimble. It's a fun little bike. You have the nostalgia from the retro look to it. So it's got that vintage cafe racer look, and it's just fun. You don't need to break the bank to start having fun, getting on 2 wheels, getting some of that wind therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's number 2.
Okay. Look, I mean, I love the CF Moto anyways, and I saw that bike and I'm like, when we talked about it, that's certainly what we want to get. But I gotta love Yamaha. I really love Yamaha. Even R6, R1 is.
I mean, that's an animal.
Yeah,
bike.
That bike is just incredible. I love that bike.
They can't keep up with the production. The demands through the roof.
It's such a beautiful, also an iconic bike.
Really.
Right. So I've never had a chance to ride one. I don't think I can get my legs over the seat, but
we could modify the seat for you.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a link.
Alex is always selling. He never stops, always selling. And if there's any, he'll find a way to do it. I mean, he'll shave down the seat for you. He'll lower the suspension. Alex will always be selling. I love that about you.
What can I say? It's in my blood.
Good. No, it's good. I love it.
I got to get my people riding.
Absolutely.
If you've never ridden, you don't know till you ride. So.
Absolutely. Now, speaking about, just jumping back, you made me think about the bike night that we did.
Yes.
And that was so much fun.
Knocked that out the park.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I had such a good time at that event. We're going to have to definitely do another one.
I agree.
And, bigger, better. But that was such a great event. And we had Why Not Zach help us out with that. And
he was awesome.
He was great. I love that guy. But it was such a beautiful, beautiful night. It was beautiful weather, great turnout. How many people would you say we had there?
I want to say for our first bike night, it was a tremendous success. It was probably 500 to 600 people.
Yeah.
What was more impressive is that everyone showed up. They were respectful to the facility because that's always the kind of concern or the thought process. And everyone came in, had a great time. We gave away tchotchkes. There was food. And so we're all for doing this next one. I think we had spoken maybe the next month or so.
Yeah.
We'll partner with you guys. We'll get some information out there to the folks, and we'd love to have you guys back at the facility.
Yeah, no, it was such a great night. I had such a good time. And so Law Tigers was there too.
Yeah, we're awesome.
We were there, and Zach did his thing, and he was just on the way to bikini bike wash. And we had PBSO there too, and they were really cool. Like they were walking around checking all the bikes, and like you said, everybody was really respectful. Not just the showroom, but even outside. I mean, it was just good. And then Nick from NBT was there, so he showed up for a bit. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed putting that on. So.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And again, you hosted, so thank you for that.
Anytime.
So, is there anything new and exciting coming up for Broward that we should know about?
Well, there's always something new and exciting.
All right, can you leave us with something?
We have a boat show coming up. I know that's not necessarily motorcycle-esque, but we do got a boat show coming up.
That's PBA Palm Beach International.
Palm Beach International. It'll be downtown. It's probably my favorite from experiencing the Miami and the Fort Lauderdale. It's an underappreciated boat show. I think the return is incredible.
Yeah.
So that's what we have up our cards there. And then after that, we've got Barrett Jackson coming into town.
Yep.
So we'll be attending, at the fairgrounds. So we'll be attending that as well. We'll bring some of our nice bikes out there, probably some CF Motos, 675s.
Yeah.
And that's probably my wife calling me, party.
Okay. His wife is Grace, and she is incredible, and she has, does she have an insurance?
Call you back, beautiful.
It's an insurance brokerage she has, right?
She has an insurance company that she runs. Supplemental benefits. So there's a plug for my wife.
There you go.
She's
that's plug great.
Yeah, got to.
Sweet.
Retired firefighter, badass.
Yes, she is.
So,
she is a badass.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like her very much. She's almost better than you, actually.
I married up, so I'm okay with that comment.
You're preaching to the choir on me.
Oh, yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, right?
I have met your wife.
Yeah, I know.
What lotto did you play for that?
Yeah, it was the Ontario Lotto. No, definitely married up. So yeah, no, but Grace she's an incredible lady, very bright, and just being even a retired firefighter and all that she does. So she had a booth at the Expo, and of course she's always welcome back. So the boat show. Okay, so getting back to the boat show, and then
this is our first year going to be attending the Barrett Jackson auction. So
what are you doing at Barrett? Like, you're going to bring some bikes out?
Yeah. So we went last year. We went. We're not going to auction. We're going to have a booth. Just kind of support the attendees.
Right.
Pass out some tchotchkes.
Right.
The correlation between people that buy from the auction and motorcycles and power sports is so closely related.
Yeah.
So it's a very similar demographic, and so we'll be out there, just spreading love to the community. Trying to get people riding. So ultimate goal is to get folks on the street having a good time.
And then, all being well, Broward from Newport Richey will be at the Tampa show this coming November. And as I said, we're going to try to bring, we have some area in the front where there's some water. So we've spoken to Scott about maybe bringing some jet skis and stuff and, doing some stuff out front. So they'll get a chance to sort of see a little bit of everything that Broward offers. And now, one of the things, what I love about you guys is different stores will have different brands. So when you guys came to the Expo in Palm Beach, you brought everything. So, I mean, we had Triumph, we had Indian, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, CF, plus your Cybers. Who else did we have?
Indian, Triumph, Ducati, BMW.
Ducati, yeah.
Yep. So our store up in the Treasure Coast, it's run by our friend Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah. Great gentleman. He got me in this business. So
did he?
Yeah.
He's a great dude.
Original mentor. And so, we'll bring some of those bikes down as well.
Yeah.
We like to collaborate with our other stores. And be careful with Scott. I was going to do some wheelies out there.
Yeah, Scott can do wheelies?
Yeah, be careful.
Really?
He'll surprise you.
Wow. I don't even do wheelies. I'm scared. I'm a chicken. Did you try
Each its own.
Did you try the wheelie machine at Palm Beach?
I did not.
No?
I missed that. I was moving the bikes and
Yeah.
greeting.
Yeah, no,
that
Will-
that was a fanfare.
Oh, big time. So Will is going to be bringing his machine back out to all 3 shows.
Great.
So you'll get a chance.
Yes.
But no, everybody's like, Jeff, do that. I'm like, I'm not getting my fat ass on that thing. No way.
I do wheelies on my motocross bike.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. My son's a big off-road motocross guy, so we've got a KX, and I do my wheelies there. But I want to try that out.
Yeah. The last time I did a wheelie, I think I was 14. I had a BMX bike, and I just changed the tire, and I'm riding along, and I do a wheelie, and it's going fantastic, and the front wheel falls off.
Sounds like someone didn't change the tire right.
Sounds exactly that's exactly what happened. And since then, no more wheelies. And the older and fatter I get, it's just not happening. So, but all the power to you. But I'd like to see Scott do it. That'd be fun.
Yeah. We'll take some pictures of that.
Oh my God, yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely going on socials. So, but everything was represented at the expo. All the brands were there. So it was really great that you guys were able to bring that to the table. As you know, what I'm trying to do is bring back like the old IMS shows or EICMA, if you will, to the US. And, the end goal, as you know, is to get all the OEMs there and have them do the booths and what have you. But, you got to start off somewhere. And I had every brand represented between Palm Beach, Harley, and you. Everything was there. So if you needed or wanted to see anything between Broward and Palm Beach, every brand was there. So that's amazing because you guys have such a great selection of product.
Well, I think what you're doing is something completely outside the box. You are bringing basically what the boat show has been doing for years to the motorcycle industry. And it's these manufacturers, if you're listening, pay attention, CF Moto, Honda, Cowie, Yamaha, you guys got to be out these events. This is grassroots. This is what the industry needs, and especially in, I wouldn't say challenging economic times, but different times. And so getting into that grassroots, type of event is where you're meeting your people. This is where you're meeting your customer base, and you're getting face-to-face time. And, for Broward Motorsports to be a part of this, it gives us, so it doesn't get us swings through the door, but it gets us in front of the customer. Yeah. You're giving us the swings at the expo.
Yeah, well, and it'll get better and better. But you're so right. And I think part of the frustration on my side has been, certainly when speaking to some of the larger brands, is, well, first of all, it's not big enough. Well, I got to start somewhere, which is fine. I'm okay with it. But they talk about having a down year and how, ridership is down and what have you, and sales are down. That doesn't mean you stop marketing and stop spending money on marketing. It means you have to be more strategic about it. So, I'm trying to give them that strategy. So we had just under 3,000 people at the expo, which is, again, not bad, right? For a first-year show, first one in Palm Beach in over 20 years. I've said that many times. And again, we have to start somewhere. It's got to continue to grow. But as soon as, I'm kind of hoping the OEMs listen to what you say, because when they start getting more involved, it just helps the industry, helps them, helps the industry, helps build the show, helps build recognition, and everybody will benefit. Everybody. Like, no one should walk out of that show losing at all. And that's my goal, is to make sure every brand, every dealer walks out of it going, that was an amazing show. I can't wait to do the next one. And, I had a chance to speak with Steve and his boss at...
Steve's great.
Yeah, I love him at Bike Week. And, I said, and I even said this to a couple others, like, nothing I do is written in stone. If you guys want to see something a particular way, tell me and I'll do it, especially because you guys have the industry experience I don't. But I'll do it. And what I say I do, right? So it's kind of like, come in and help, right? I'll make this show phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I just need that feedback.
Well, that's special because, how many people, allow for other people's input in such a large event. You know what I mean? You're putting something together that's getting traction, You're in multiple cities at this point.
Yep.
And so most people want to run things their way. You are open-minded and taking feedback and saying, hey, let's partner with the ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially in a time where everything's going to AI, right?
Right.
Everything's online, everything's social.
Right.
And so when you're able to get an in-person, in-present type event, manufacturers, dealers, customers, I think take advantage of that because you can only do so much with AI and technology. When you get in person and you can make eye contact with someone and connect, build a relationship, I think that's the only differentiator between AI and what's going to separate.
Yeah. Well, also AI and even the net, I mean, it's funny because I guess after the first Expo, I went to check out CF Moto because I didn't know enough about them. And I went online, I'm looking at them, I'm like, okay, whatever, nothing special. But, when I walked into the showroom and I saw even the 450, like, wow, that's impressive. It's an impressive looking bike. So when I was at Bike Week on Saturday, I got a chance to ride through the Speedway.
Nice.
I took the bike into the CF Moto booth. I can't tell you how many people were pointing and looking and checking out the bike. CF Moto. I saw the guys from Advan Blank and I told them about the CF Moto and like, oh, they're a great bike, right?
Yeah.
So really the pictures don't do it justice. It doesn't, seeing it in person is so much better.
Well, I think you nailed it. CF Moto is just one of those brands where people are a bit hesitant, but they've been doing this for a long time.
Long time.
The research and development they put they put their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
They've got so many platforms of motors. They've got singles. They've got doubles.
Yeah.
The 675 triple. I mean, and then you can even go to off-road. Like they've been doing this for over 20 years, I believe at this point.
Yeah.
They are, in my opinion, my humble opinion, they are a legacy brand.
Yeah.
When you say Kawasaki, BRP, Yamaha, your CF Moto is not a joke. They are in that classification, and that's neat that you enjoyed that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no. And what I also like is what really caught my attention is that EICMA, people coming out of EICMA, all the journalists, all the influence people, and what have you, all they kept talking about was CF Moto and that V4. So you're going to sell me another bike.
I am going to sell you that
V4. I'm telling you now, I'm getting the V4.
First one from Broward Motorsports.
As soon as it
to
comes,
Motorcycle Expo.
when it comes in, I'm telling you now, I'm getting that bike. That bike is so incredible. I cannot wait. That bike is just stunning. And I'm sure the pictures also don't do it justice. But I love it.
And so there's a small resemblance there that I'd like to point out. CF Moto got to the grassroots when they came to the United States and asked the dealers, what do you need? What do you want? And they are now a legacy brand.
Yeah.
Motorcycle Expo, I think, is doing something very similar. I don't know if you planned it like this, but you're saying to the dealer, what do you need? What do you want? And I think that you're going to grow it just based off of that mindset and the skill set. So
I think really, though, I planned it based on, I just love motorcycles, right? And it's kind of like, again, there's boat shows, there's car shows, there's no motorcycle show. And I come from, I used to represent a brand, and I went all across Canada doing these shows, but it's always bothered me to hear, well, the industry's down. Well, what do you got to do to get the industry back up? And again, I have no personal stake in the motorcycle industry with the exception of my love for two wheels. But I'm the kind of guy that I want to, what do you need? We need a show. What kind of show? What do you need in that show? What do you want in that show? What don't you want in that show? And as I said to you when I first started planning, I don't want any vendor to walk out of there saying, that sucked, right? And I certainly don't want any customers walking out saying that sucked. So, yes, I do stay open-minded because I do want to make sure that my partners are taken care of. Like, if one of you were upset at me, I'd have a tough time with it. Like if I found out that, as a matter of fact, there was a vendor, and there was a couple things he didn't like, and I didn't even know about it. And I said to him, look, just come talk to me. Like, all you have to do is come talk to me. I'll fix it. So I'm already working on next show for him, what to do, how to help him. But that's the kind of person I am. I want to make sure that everybody comes out of it happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to ask, what do you need? What do you want? How can I make it better?
I'm curious. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
How'd your custom motorcycle vendors do? Because I was just completely blown away with the type of work that they do.
So Torque Motorcycle, they were the ones in the middle with the really cool looking
Amazing
chrome bikes. So Mike is a friend of Paul Jr. And he got really good traction. And it's funny because I say, listen, Saturday was a busy day until 3, and for whatever reason, it died. It was crazy. And all the years of doing trade shows, I had never seen that. So I was kind of like, wonder what happened. But Saturday was really busy. Sunday was busier, with the exception of it wasn't all concentrated the way Saturday was. So he like him and a few others are like, look, you got almost 3,000 people in here. I don't have that kind of exposure normally. So as far as I know, Mike did okay. And he certainly got a lot of attention. I can also tell you, Manic, same type of thing.
Nice bikes.
Cool.
Jeez.
They're so talented.
I wish we did more of that.
Yeah, they're so talented. And Mike is too. Like any of the custom builders, they're so talented. But I mean, on Mike's bikes, the chrome work,
Just meticulous.
Oh my God. And then, the paint work that they had at some of the Manic bikes, and what they do to fix those up, like, they're just gorgeous. So they said they did really well too. In respect, they certainly got a lot of attention from people who didn't even know they were around. I don't know if they sold or what have you. I don't know. But I'm hoping the ongoing shows help. I'm hoping the content recognition helps and what have you, and whatnot. But they did well. And then I can tell you, there was the one guy, Scott, who was across from you guys with the Indians.
Okay.
I know he did okay too. Again, I don't know if he sold. But I can tell you, my friend Kristen is wanting one of those bikes. So it's probably going to happen, but
it's hard to track,
Yeah.
whether someone buys the weekend of, the day of,
Right.
or what kind of breaks.
Well, you guys do.
Well, we sold on the spot, yeah.
Yeah, no, but you guys also keep track.
We do. The customer gives us a little bit of information, and
Yeah.
we do soft follow up. We do run promotions at the event. That kind of helps us.
Yeah.
Create a little incentive.
Yeah.
And so,
tell me if this would help you. Here's what I'm thinking of doing for my dealer friends. What I want to do is, just before the show, within a couple weeks out, I want to do a bit of an education seminar. Because not everybody knows how to work a trade show. I do. Not everybody knows what to do at a trade show, what not to do at a trade show. So if I did an education seminar, even for your team, to talk about what to do, how to do it, how to follow up, the biggest thing, in my opinion, is follow up. Because if you're not keeping on top of those people once they've come in the door, then it was kind of a waste. But I want to sort of help out with, okay, do you have the right giveaways? Now, I can tell you, and Sam, I'm coming for you on this, Broward does a ton of apparel, lots of shirts, and you do some giveaways. So, but is it the right giveaway? What is the right giveaway to give out to people? Kind of things like that. And then, okay, so you're talking to someone. Are you asking their name, where they're from? How, are they a current rider? Have they taken lessons? Just educate. Would that benefit?
Yeah, I mean, education is paramount at any level. I think that's very important to have a strategy.
Yeah.
Right. To be tactical on how you go about your investment, because we are investing
right
money into the event. So to have the staff follow a game plan is important. With your experience, that would be great. A little educational piece from a different angle, different industries, from a rider from a customer
Yep.
is incredibly important. I would be glad to have you sit with my team. Love to be a part of it myself.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then again on the follow-up, because, we did provide all the dealers with a list of who attended. So it's kind of like if you didn't follow up, then you're only hurting yourself, right? So what are you doing with the list? How often are you calling them? And by the way, just so you know, like it's an opt-in friendly, when people register, it's opt-in friendly. They can either opt in or opt out, but I would say 99% of the people opted in to get the emails, which means you're allowed to contact them unless they opt out.
Yeah.
So are you emailing? Are you calling? What are you doing? Even like maybe even send care packages after the fact. Hey, thanks for visiting our booth, get that information. One thing I've recommended to some of the guys, have an iPad there, register to win, give away a gift card, whether it be to your store or a $500 prepaid Visa or whatever, give something away because you're going to get people's information.
Yeah.
And then you can market to that.
Yeah. We had some success with your ideas. The follow-up was incredible. We don't follow up to the point where it's heresy.
Yeah, well, that's the other point.
It's to the point where it's valuable, right?
Right,
like,
right.
Hey, are you in the market?
Right, right.
What do you want? Can I give you some information? Can I shoot you an email? Actually, the best way to make an educated decision is to come by the shop. No pressure. Come have a latte. Come have some cold water. Have a good time with us.
Yeah.
We're open 6 days a week. So it's a soft conversation. It's warm because there has been some conversation already. And so we did have some success from following up.
Yeah. And that's the key. I mean, that's where your ROI is really going to come in handy.
Yeah.
So, but that's what we're going to do. I think
I like it.
I think some of the smaller guys and the custom guys don't do that the same way just because they're smaller mom and pop shops, right? So they don't always have the time. And that's something that we, my company, Promo Stuff, can offer as well. Well, if you don't want to do it, no problem. I'll set up your mail lists. I'll set up your giveaways. If you want to do it, go ahead. But I can do it for you too. I think that'll add value.
I think so.
I think so too. That's something we're going to do. So, okay. So, we're going to do bike nights. We're going to see if we can get Why Not Zach back. And
get him back.
We're going to have a great time. So Palm Beach is next February, so we have a bit of time. Tampa, again, I'll be talking to Scott. And then hopefully Sam will buy something up in Jacksonville. I got to tell you, so I was in Jacksonville on Thursday, and there's not a lot of guys, certainly like you, up there. There's a few, but it feels kind of like it was missing something. So I was at dinner with a buddy of mine on Thursday night, and I said, it's missing Broward Motorsports. That's what it's missing. So, Sam, Jacksonville. Sports, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And you are integral in helping us with that, and even reaching out to some of the OEMs and some of the other people. Alex, I couldn't have asked for a better partner. So I can't tell you again. I really appreciate everything you've done, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you,
thank
Jeff.
you.
Thank you.